What's up? This is Zeals. I'm back with another video. I just got back from my vacation and I checked out the analytics for my last video, the Forest faction tier list, and I have all these viewers from different countries that I'm really surprised with. I was expecting more of, a bigger crowd in the US, but I'm getting a lot more viewers in like Southeast Asia as well as Europe. Shout out to you guys and thank you for watching. And anyways, for this week's events we got the tavern event and the casino event, which are, quite honestly quite boring, and for some people it takes like 5 minutes if you rush it. My server 150 iOS to 160, we're getting merged tomorrow. I'm excited for that, and there are some new challenges. I'm really happy about that because it's just free resources, and any more time I could spend in this game clicking on something, I'm happy with that. Anyways, I'm really happy as well as disappointed with another bell ring, guys. Another bell ring for like $100. Like, that's $200 for people like me who had only 5 copies after the second anniversary. As for the Valkyrie skin, her stats are great, of course. There's a 5% HP, so you're going to be gaining quite a lot of DPS. I mean, theoretically, you're not. Mathematically, I don't really want to get into it, but it's not that big of a deal per round in terms of her dot damage. But hey, everything adds up, and actually they got half of the stats right. I mean, crit, but HP, great. As for the tavern event, the 7-star and 6-star, I usually complete that every tavern event without, forcefully refreshing the tavern during the event itself, because I guess I'm well prepared ahead of time. Even though I don't save up a lot of 7-star quests, I only saved up like 3. I had 6, but last week I had to use them for the gems I needed for that gem box event. These two events are of course great for gathering orbs, and I'm going to be going into the server merge #1 on my server. I'm proud of that because I used to be like top 5, and of course, yeah, I'm VIP 11, and VIP 11 to 13 you get the same EXP and gold and blah blah blah. We did finish first in the Guild Wars. Those weeks when you expect like bottoming out, when you're expecting to finish in the blue collar, you finish like first. That's what happens, I guess. Like, it was like the last week before the merge, and I was expecting our guild to pretty much hit the rock bottom, 16th finish. But hey, I'll take the first. I'll take the guild coins, and I guess there's a little sad news because I'll be leaving the guild, and hint hint, it's a little secret I guess, but I'll be joining a different guild on Monday. I'm really excited for the merge and all that stuff, which I'll be covering in the next video. As for the Guild Wars, as you can see, the sick damage from Scary, like wow, like this is the reason why Forest heroes, while they're very great, like Vesa, Demon Hunter, and Valkyrie, the biggest weakness is the Abyss faction. And as for the Abyss faction, of course they're weak against the Fortress faction, like Valentino, and lesser extent of Sigmund can do. Like, I know Val, because as you see in this video, like Val really shut down Scary. It's very luck dependent on how long you could lock him down, of course, and how many rounds. But when he does come out like that last footage, he can just Shrek, right? He can just Scary can just come out and do 10 million, like, no problem. That's why I do notice that Valkyrie, while she is a very good hero, and I have given her 2 thumbs up, like, she is prone to that Scary burst, and that's why his name is Scary. As for the Guild Wars, I noticed this pattern of a lot of players still using Cruz in slot 1 and still using Vesa, and like I think more than like 70% of the teams are using Vesas and enabling Vesas. A few moments later, but like the superstars, like that I've noticed, like the best player in this entire week in our entire server group was, my friend Angelo, as well as 2 other people. Like Joji did it well, and Monkey, of course, he does well, but people are catching up to him. Baja's doing well. I mean, those are top 4 players I'm noticing doing well because they're more, I guess, either they have more spending power or they're just more educated in making wiser decisions through research, like Reddit or YouTube or my channel or my Discord. And I'm not trying to give myself all the credit, but they're just making better decisions and enabling the right heroes. And of course, with that being said, I just do think that, like I said in the Forest faction video, like Vesa is just a little bit outdated right now for my kind of server. Like, the people that are winning 3 rounds in the Guild War, they either have Min, or they have Belrain, or they have Scary. That is all incorporated correctly, whether they're used in one team or they have two of the three heroes I mentioned, or even one of the hero, as long as they can back it up and use correct artifacts and put them in the right slots, which I always stress in every single video. And these are why I'm showing you kind of the clips of these videos, because I see sometimes like the placement of some heroes are really strange in my opinion. And as you can see in here, Jara just, you know, slashing it up. And like I said about Jara, she's not bad, she's great actually. She does have these turnaround, you know, actives, but as you can see, she does get CC'd and, you know, easy to burst down. And you know, like the crucial point is to live until the deer active if you're using deer, and hopefully that deer buff hits your damage dealer. But you know, before that, all your damage dealers or any squishy heroes are prone to, you know, dying early. That's why if you are building Jara, she is great. Like I said, I love her. Same with Vesa, but they have one window to make a change, and one window. And you know, Jara did well. She did do that nice damage, but because of the rest of the heroes and the rest of the lineup, as well as the opponent they're facing, which is very tough, Angelo just wrecking it up. Look at Belrain just healing for almost 900,000 per round with that, you know, active buff. And if Scary is locked down like that in slot 1, because, you know, whether the player is running DA or MIM, which most whales and super, you know, well-educated people are going to do, if you're running DA and MIM, it's just gonna lock down that Scary. If the rest of your teammates, that if you're running a Scary in slot 1 and your rest of the teammates are, you know, pretty much blasted off the surface of the earth, right? So MIM and DA will shut it down with Valentino. That's why you could see Belrain doing 900k heals. You know, I mean, she was doing over 1 million because they do stack up, and there's that E3 passive. And as you can see in these videos, she would dip low, and because she is E3 and is able to have the support from the CC and neutralize the threat from the damage dealer, she's able to quickly heal back up. But like I said, it's not just one hero, it's like a synergy, right? So you gotta, you know, pretty much build the correct heroes in the right setup and the right artifacts, and it's a huge deal, guys. So as I'm saying about Scary is scary, as you can see from Joji's, you know, 10 billion whatever crit it was. All right, I know it's 10 million, but anyways, he is able to be shut down by the 3 heroes I just mentioned, Min, DA, and Valentino alone. So I think those 3 heroes will be pretty stable because of how many Scaries are being in the meta right now. And if you're running Scary in slot 1, those heroes will lock you down. So where do you run Scary? I mean, if you don't run Scary in slot 1, then you're not gonna get that crit damage like Joji's Scary did, of course. So I mean, you can't really anticipate that in Guild Wars. You just gotta set up the best lineup and slot position you can. But in terms of like free free team up arena, I don't know what I'm talking about, like, you know, free trade agreement. Okay, anyways, I guess that's from history class or something. But yeah, you want to like pretty much switch up your slot position depending on like those like FTA or Crystal Crown, right? Whoever since you have the choice of attacking, and especially when you're the leader of the team, you know when you're attacking and who you're attacking, and when you're not attacking, you can put in the defensive positions. So anyways, if you see this video, there's 2 Scaries in the back with a Sigmund in the back, and of course you have Belrain. And the reason why this player pretty much put the 2 Scaries in the back was because of the Belrain's buff. But the decision is, everything has a pro and con, right? Like if you put this 2 Scaries in the back with Belrain, you might be losing out on some damage, because while you do get that 30% attack buff as well as 30 speed, is it the right choice when your server has a lot of not crews but cameths, you know, locking down the backline, and backline is very prone to CC as well. So is it better to leave one in the front line and one in the back line? So these things you have to pretty much test yourself, or you know, you have to see your opponents. Anyways, guys, it's been a great week, and thank you guys for your support and all the people watching my videos. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our 800 member Discord with the links in the description box. For exclusive content, join the club on Patreon, and if you want to support me, leave a tip in the tip jar to donate any amount you feel is equal to the value of the information, and I will see you guys soon.